everybody, this is Dr. Joe Borio with this week's Thot Flash. I had a phenomenal weekend the weekend past, and that was in Cal Jam. I went out to California Jam with Billy DeMoss and Brad Glowacki, and my God, everybody out there, every great speaker that you can imagine was there, and leaders of the profession, presidents of the chiropractic colleges. It was awesome, and I had such a great experience. I spoke Friday night, and just to have a lot of my friends and some family that came out to see that and to be there and to experience that was an honor as well. It was really great to be part of that whole movement, and it's a subluxation free world is what Billy DeMoss is promoting, and it's important for all us to understand that when you start to really read the research, which I love and I share with you guys every week on these Thot Flashes. I'll tell you, it's mind-boggling. The one that I shared at California that I wanted to share with you guys was this one, and that is a study came out in the 2004 Journal of Orthopedic Surgery. And what they did was they took individuals and they wanted to assess spinal adjusting, chiropractic adjusting, those were the words used in the study, to assess how well it treated, which I don't like to treat, but you know, the medical doctors doing the research, treated bronchial asthma and allergies at the T9, T10, and T11 areas of the thoracic spine. What they found, if you're a chiropractor, you already know this, right? What they found was that by realigning that area, if it's out of alignment, allowed for better messages to flow to the organ, which would be what? The adrenal gland. And by making sure and ensuring that the adrenal gland, right, was healthy neurologically, meant that the adrenal glands released and were able to control the corticosteroids better, and therefore what? The patient had a very significant improvement in alleviation, 90+% in alleviation of their bronchial asthma and allergies. Is that unbelievable? When you read it, it states that the spinal bones are out of alignment, that it narrows the intervertebral foramina, and as a result compresses the nerve, blocking messages, and therefore those body parts didn't work as well. I mean, right out of the scientific medical journals, here we go. And I say that, and we've heard BJ say that many times, and we've read those words by BJ. He said that there will be a time where medicine embraces chiropractic principles and chiropractors abandon them. And that's kind of unfortunate where we are in many ways. We see states now that want to adopt medical prescription rights to the profession. The sadness that I have is that, and I understand why we ended up there, is that you have a large percentage of chiropractors that want to treat people. They want to treat people with back and neck pain. So, you know, it's an allopathic model is what it is. So what happens is you have a bunch of chiropractors who want to treat, and then they get frustrated, and the patients get frustrated. I think that's one problem. So they want to, you know, you want to get rid of back pain. Hey, drugs help back pain. You know, spinal injections help back pain. Back surgery helps back pain. You know, so I mean, we all have to admit all of that. So it doesn't mean that those treatments don't benefit somebody, but you as a chiropractor, your job is not to treat anyone's back pain. They come in with that. But remember, your job is to eliminate nerve interference, to allow the nerves to communicate, to allow those messages, those signals, that data, those commands from brain to body to tissue cell and cell back up to the brain. Your job is to make sure those messages get where they're supposed to go. That's what chiropractic's about. It's never been about anything else other than that. And you know, BJ was unfortunately in his viewpoint, I'm sure from the influence of his dad, was allopathic as well, because they were still treating people. You know, BJ was treating diseases and so forth. And I'm saying that that's still great, but you know, to take it to the next level and to really follow through with the philosophy of chiropractic, you really got to go with the Reggie Gold model, which is the one that I teach. That's Lifetime Family Wellness. That, you know, when you read the research of pre-spondylitic type conditions, when you read the research of people that have no known disease, yet they have hypersensitivity of nerve endings and a loss of sympathetic inhibition and so forth. I mean, you've got dis-ease, loss of tone, loss of ease neurologically before the disease. So just like dentistry understands you have plaque before the dental disease, you're going to get a change in tone or ease of the nerve before you ever develop the disease in the body. So that's where we are as chiropractors. So what do drugs and medicine have anything to do with that? Nothing. They have nothing to do with it. You know, another great study, which was the Giant study, we talked about neuroimmunology, loss of sympathetics, the inhibition of the sympathetics. Great stuff. They were also studying the relationship between that area, adrenal glands, the corticosteroids, in relationship to osteoporosis. So now you've got the bones demineralizing because you've got too many steroids being released by the adrenal gland, corticosteroids by the adrenal gland. And guess what? They're showing if that area is locked or fixated, the sympathetics are not properly controlled. Therefore, the corticosteroids are changed in the concentration. They increase, lending the patient to have more osteoporosis. I mean, oh my God, here we go. But you know, when do you involve yourself? Do you wait till they get osteoporosis before you start rendering care or treating them? Or do you say, you know what? I'm going to start rendering care and ensuring the spine stays healthy all the time so those problems don't arise. I mean, that is true wellness care. Wellness care. You know, it was great to listen to a lot of the speakers this last weekend. C.J. Mertz was up there talking about the neurophysiologist and nuclear physicists talking about illumination. We heard those words being used. It's in my definition of innate, but we talk about power and electricity and illumination into the body. I mean, great stuff. Then you had Dean Harrison talking about, Don Harrison's son, talking about spinal adjusting and misalignments and how it affected nerve function and how it increases the rate of spinal decay and spinal degeneration. I mean, just phenomenal research that's out there. It's like, oh my God. You know, you want to shake everybody. The people we need to shake are us, the chiropractors. You know, do you feel it? I left California and I felt it. I felt optimistic. I felt good. Like somebody would stand and feel a stampede coming. We got to get a stampede going. We got to turn it up a little bit. Chiropractic is right on. It's all right. We're clear. What we offer is beautiful. It's pure. It's natural. It's a way for the body to better communicate to itself. It's a way for intention to express itself through the body. It's a way for the messages and signals to get throughout the body. That's what we're doing as chiropractors. We need to get excited about it. We need to get certain about it. We need to hold hands, join together, join forces. We will literally take over healthcare. We have the answer for 95% of all the disease in the planet. And if we then couple that with the philosophy that BJ brought to us, and you read the words of Albert Einstein about living in harmony with nature, not working against nature, understanding there's laws of nature. If you work in harmony with that, my God, how we treat each other as human beings, how we treat the planet would be different and better. You literally change the world. Great stuff, great stuff. Hopefully I'm inspiring some of you guys out there and some young chiropractor to want to take over the world. I hope you're out there. I hope you're out there because we need a bunch of you guys, man. We definitely do. Some young woman or some young man out there that really wants to encompass him or herself and take charge. It would be a wonderful thing. I know I'm ready for it. Hey, listen, this has been Dr. Joe Borio. Don't forget, we got a great event coming. March 18th, 19th in Chicago. Make sure that you're talking to your friends. Make sure that you're talking to colleagues. This is the stuff we talk about. We're going to bring in a specialist, one of Dean Harrison's students, to talk about CBP and adjusting and technique and spine. A lot of great research, a lot of great science, a lot of great philosophy, a lot of great mentorship, a lot of great joining hands with other chiropractors and really working together as a movement to help chiropractors run successful volume practices under Principle Chiropractic. It's exciting stuff, and I'm so proud and honored to be part of it. Guys, it's been Dr. Joe Borio with this week's Thought Flash. Remember, serve and may your innate flow from above down.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day